Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Dustin Garman with my buddy, as always, Mr. Foxworthy.
Scored a lot of touchdowns back in high school. Full guy, baby. Go to three.
I just wanted to start today before we started this episode. I wanted to get in touch with y'all about we did. I think it's been over a month. I would say, Fox.
About that. Yeah.
We did a TAG event called Make a Child's Christmas, and some of you that couldn't even be in the tournament donated, and some of the proceeds also went to our fund down here. We have a bike group that helps sick and abused kids, and that's one of our main things. And I just wanted to thank y'all because not only did y'all help us, but we were able to do our go of making over, I think it was 2600 dollars, and we were also covered all 27 kids, and we'll be taking those to the presents to all these houses coming this coming weekend. Our bike group is going to spread out and hit one door at a time. So I appreciate it, guys, and just wanted to update you on that and say thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely amazing.
And in other news, we got a special guest, Marc, Silvia, here with us today. How's it going, buddy?
Yeah. The face who
I'm
runs the
alright.
SRG
I'm doing good.
universe. Yep.
Yeah. Normally you don't actually ironically see the face, but only because I have my camera down.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, this is it. This right here.
Get a look
Big ol'
at
head.
it.
Yeah. Well,
But no, it's good to be here. I am a very big fan of Tell Us About Yourself. I watch it every Tuesday, or try to at least. But I'm a very big fan.
I appreciate that,
yeah,
brother. And
shows right here.
you asked me.
I'm a big fan of your competitor. For the longest time, for like 8 months, it was my six-stop deck
Yeah.
whenever I used it. It was great. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
That's all I need here.
so many people after playing me said, "Oh, you should never allow the face in six-stop decks," because of how powerful that competitor is in that format. But yeah, it's great.
Oh man.
And I'm. This was just, I was hearing things when that competitor come out. He's basically, you based him on maybe John Cena.
Oh, I absolutely did. He is one of my favorite wrestlers. Probably like an inspiration to me at least. So yeah, so I had to do all his moves, which I do have all of them, and my competitor with me too. So
Yeah.
And if I'm
let's
mistaken,
go.
you are from Massachusetts, right?
Yes, I am from
I thought
Fall
I
River,
heard
Massachusetts.
that. Yeah, and
Not West
I can.
Newbury, Massachusetts, but Fall River.
Close enough, right?
Yep, close enough.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
an hour from Boston.
feel like I'm an 8-year-old again talking about Cena, but
Oh man, it's all right. Yeah.
but just to start things off, how you been and all?
So I mean, I'm good. Things getting cold here in New England. We're supposed to have a big snowstorm coming, and not looking forward to it.
It's cold enough here, but no snow yet. I mean, we've had maybe a little bit, but not a whole lot. And I was going to, start things off with, if I'm not mistaken, we were talking the other day, and this first time you've done a streaming, like talking.
Yeah. So besides Mondays with live from the compound with RCW, and but I guess with the exception of maybe the dojo when I had the membership ring challenge, this is actually the first time that I've done a stream that's outside of RCW. So yeah, and I would like this to be the first one.
Buddy, I appreciate that and
Yeah.
support and everything, but that I said, like I told you the other day, I said I don't care if you play, within a day or you've been here for years. It's good to have you. Like I said, I told you first thing. I was like, I've heard of you, and like you said earlier, you've been in some of my U.S. tournaments, but I hadn't got to really sit down and talk to you. So this is the main concept, and the cool thing about this show is it's actually helping me during this show, know more about you as well, and that's what this concept's all about. So I'm
And,
happy to have you, man.
and one thing I should note is like RCW is filled with such amazing people that it's always good to get to know some of them because it's one of those things where like RCW a lot of times it seems like is just with RCW. So getting you all out there and everyone in the LFF scene is always great because there's so many of you are amazing people that we need to get that love out there a little bit more for you.
Yeah. Especially like to give a shout out to one person individual, which is Void.
Mhm.
I know Void personally for many years. We played many other games together. And ironically enough, on the same day that we each ordered our competitors hours apart from each other on the same day.
Wow, that's good
So
timing.
I
But
always consider him a rival and a very good friend.
So we do have a couple questions from the Twitch chat to start things off with. Uh, both coming from Evil Ed, a man who throws out those
Oh
subs
man.
like no other. He shows us so much love. So his first question is, who's your favorite wrestler?
Um I don't know. It would have to be John Cena, but like I mean again, that's overall, but like if active member, I would probably pick someone like Cody Rhodes or Kenny Omega.
Okay,
Mhm.
makes sense. And then he also would like to know, cheese or pickle?
Ah, Pickle Club for life. It
Now,
was a joke from Nico, but I was the one that started it in RCW.
Yeah.
So
I've got to ask though. You said Pickle Club. Is TJ in there too? I just got to ask.
I know he hates pickles, but if he wants to be in it,
He
all is accepted.
secretly doesn't.
Ooh, dilly dilly.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I gotta get him into the club.
So Candyman of the Rack Pack would like to know Candyman Dan or Candyman. That's not that hard of a choice.
Oh man, I like them both.
I
They're
mean,
both very good
I
people.
always go with Candyman, but
Uh, I gotta pick both. Both of them are very good people. Um,
so it's a tie.
they probably
It's
it's a
one.
tie. Unfortunately, I can't go with one or the other. I gotta go with a straight tie.
Yeah, 100% candy. Can't choose. All candy is good candy.
All candy's good candy.
Yeah. Bigger gentlemen like to say that.
Nobody touches my Kit Kats.
Yeah. Give me a break. All right. Well,
Wow.
Dustin, if you have other questions, which you should.
And which we've already talked a little bit about the face and all. Did you get the play tested, or did you kind of give some ideas on how you wanted this character to be?
So, originally, for like the skill when you search for a striker submission once per turn and then you top deck it, I actually want it to be all three,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and with all three being stopped if you stop Barry two, because the way that I kind of portrayed it was essentially like the six moves of doom for
Mm-hmm.
Cena, and essentially like whenever people did reverse it, it always could have possibly ended really bad for him. So that's why I did the whole Barry 2 effect. At first, when I actually started doing it and starting it writing it down, it didn't even have the Barry 2 or discard 2, and it was just add a card to hand it. And um I remember during FreeCon, I showed it to no, it was not FreeCon. It was another event. It was another event before FreeCon that Calais showed up, and I showed him it, and he actually really liked all of it. And after playtesting and actually talking about it with the boss, which by the way, he's a great guy. I liked working with him, and I hope to actually make another competitor with him. Um, Eventually we decided on all the skills, and then after everything was confirmed, I did, and I got to the playing stage. I did proxy out, and I did play in locals, and I was like, man, you really don't stop this. This card is really mean. Yeah.
All right. So we have a question from Anthony Perry in the Zoom chat, and then one from
Man.
someone else
I
in
think
the
we
Zoom
know
chat.
this question.
It's a me, General Cannoli.
Oh, no raffle.
All right. To piggyback back off of Ed's question, because he stole it from me. Ed, I'm the originator. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. All right, you take John Cena out. I want besides John
Okay.
Cena, you're in any particular order without
My
John
spidey
Cena.
senses are tingling.
Top 3 favorite male competitors and top 3 favorite female wrestlers. Excuse me, male wrestlers, real life wrestlers, and female wrestlers.
So 3 male wrestlers. Is it besides the ones I just said?
Now you could do the 2 males you mentioned.
Yeah, you can do the actors.
All right,
Give
You
me-
so
just
give me
said
a
you can't
third.
choose Cena. That's all.
Yeah.
You just can't. Choose.
okay. So I would pick Cody, Kenny, and Finn Balor.
Mhm. Interesting.
Like that.
My top 3 women wrestlers, I would go with Rhea Ripley. Oh man, I was a big fan of Kairi Sane until she retired from WWE, which made me sad. My third, I haven't watched WWE in a while, but I really like Asuka.
Cool.
And the fourth one, I put Bailey because Bailey's awesome. Best heel turn.
So
So you like her better as a heel than a face?
I like both heel or face, but I thought it was a pretty good heel turn.
yeah, I gotta admit, when she smashed all them inflatables, everybody was like,
Oh, I
I
died
like
a
this
little inside, honestly.
makeshift axe. It was really weird looking. It's like a makeshift axe. All right, I would
Died a
ask.
little right
I'm
here.
gonna ask another one. What are some of your favorite competitors in the game to play?
Like, I mean, I actually have one with me right now that's my favorite, and that is Johnny Gargano.
Mhm.
He is actually the second competitor that I've ever picked up, with the first one being Kenny Omega, which was how I actually started. I picked up Kenny, then I played an event, and I didn't do too well with Kenny, and I was like, man, I don't like this competitor anymore. God. So then Beatstick Brandon picked up Gargano, and I was like, hey, buddy, you want to trade Omega for Gargano? And then this is the Gargano that I still have from him, and he's one competitor, phenomenal one. Is someone that I like. I mainly have a page of competitors that I play. Another favorite one that's recently come out is I like the Mad one. Void 2 is an amazing competitor. And that's about it.
That's cool. That's cool that you play Phenomenal. I don't see a lot of people play him, and he's a really good competitor. So that's really cool.
I like your variety. They're not all specifically. I know a lot of. I don't want to say a lot of people, but some people stick to their guns and only like berry decks or something like that. I like to see that
Yeah.
you've got a whole different variety of them and different ways of playing them.
Yeah, trust me, I have probably in the back of my binder. Matter of fact, you know what? Yeah. The back of my binder is all cards that I play or want to play. So that's about it.
All right.
So I like the variety, and I like the diversity effect of the game.
So we do have a question for you. Is who is your favorite buddy in the buddy building? And then I'll go to some Twitch questions after that.
Oh man. Oh, that's tough. Um,
I don't know. There's like 50
I
of
do
them.
like. I do like.
I mean,
I do
what-
like GM Calais. I thought that was actually really cool, and it was also very
Yeah.
accurate
Buddy
for what he
Calais,
looks like
Rambling
in real
Rabbit,
life.
Freddie
And it was
Crane, Huskus. Yeah, all of them are cool.
it was actually like really terrifying to see how accurate that John Calais plushie
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah. All right. The Creative Goon would like to know, what is your favorite card?
Uh, that's tough. Never really thought about that. I'm probably gonna have to go with the Gargano Escape, uh, and my Finish Strike because I really do like it. They were both unique when I first came into the game, and like they're still unique now to me.
All right. And Candy Ma'am would like to know, what's your favorite movie, type of food, and what other country would you want to live in? So let's start with, what's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
Mhm.
Oh, jeez. Can I change that to series?
I mean, you're the one answering the question, so you can change it to whatever
Oh
you want.
man,
It's up to you, buddy. This
I'm
is
gonna
your
change it to
show.
I'm gonna change it to series only because I love The Mandalorian right now. The Mandalorian is awesome.
Yeah.
Favorite food? That was favorite food, right?
Yep.
All right, favorite food I would have to pick pizza, obviously. Just had it before I got here. And the third one, what was the third one?
What other country would you want to live in?
Oh, Australia. Straight up Australia. I'm braver than most.
And then Creative Goon back with another question of, what's your favorite entrance card?
Favorite entrance card?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, you're RCW, so we know we're not going to hear
I-
Champion to Kickstarter as an answer.
See, joke's on you. Well, I was gonna say Champion Kickstarter. I'll have it as I'll have it as a secondary because I have so many gripes with that card, and it's not even because of like, oh, I'm part of RCW, but there's like many other gripes I have with it. But
Fair.
personally, I would have to pick Jugglers. It was the first entrance card I had. It was the first entrance card that I've used, and still one of the first entrance cards that I play.
Perfect answer.
Yeah.
It's also
I
signed
approve.
with the boss.
Yep.
I approve. That's a perfect answer.
Yep. Pat Thinker really loves that.
Hey.
Well, my question would be, which art?
Which art?
Yeah.
I think I had the comic art. I think.
Because, for me, favorite jugglers comes down to the art. See,
I have the comic one.
that's not the best art.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to
Alright.
work on rectifying that.
Yeah.
I'll see if I've got any more ringmasters.
Yeah, let's see if I have. I know I have it. I just have to. I have so many entrance cards now. Let's see if it shows up. Yeah. Oh yeah, Pat's showing it better. Yeah, that's the best art for jugglers.
Yeah, that's the best.
With the ringmaster on it, it's amazing.
Maybe I'm biased, but yeah.
I mean that one. The one I have is signed by the boss himself when he showed up to FreeCon.
Yeah, boss is a bum. You can get it signed by the ringmaster if I've got any more copies.
Yeah. Pat, I think
He's
art.
got all kinds of boss cards.
Maybe.
He couldn't be signing mine.
Yeah.
Sorry,
See-
guys. There seems to be an audience in the back. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh yes, live studio audience. I love it.
Yeah. Seeing as how Pat is the ringmaster, yeah. All right. So the Hidden Threat would like to know, what's your favorite spectacle, and the most famous person you have any spectacle signed by.
Taunt's opponent is my favorite spectacle, and I have a spectacle signed by TJ Marconi, and I forgot what it was on. I think it was. Let me look through. To the Rescue. That's
Okay.
It's on it.
Yeah.
But his name's on it.
Huh? And in our community, that's one of the more famous names. People outside the community might be like, TJ who? Isn't that the guy that drops people on their head and thinks cotton grows on sheep? But no, he's more famous than that. I'm never gonna
Nah,
get
he's a
over
really
that.
cool dude.
I'm never gonna get over that cotton on sheep thing. But never gonna get over it. All right. You have any other questions, Dustin?
I was going to ask you, I know with everything going on and everything, have y'all been, maybe locally playing, or have y'all been able to get together around there? Your part or anything?
For the most part, yeah. Obviously when we were playing, James did fill go up to capacity. So it was obviously, and especially after the COVID incident, we had to all wear masks if we were over a certain number. So yeah, so we were keeping safe. Yep, wear your masks. Be 6 feet apart. Wash your hands. So yeah, we try our best to stay safe. Fortunately, I'm one of those ones that freaks out whenever I have something over my face, no matter what it is. If it's a mask or anything else, I can't do it. Eventually, at some point, so I eventually have to take it off. So
Yeah.
And have you took part in any events here recently? I know you talked about the U.S. tournaments. Have you been here, playing online much or?
so me personally, I've tried. I'm like, yeah, I'm always down to actually play, but sometimes that $4.30 shipping kicks me right in the butt, especially for the card. Like if it was optional for the card, I would definitely play more. But I played in Rising Stars,
Mm-hmm.
which was very fun. Shout out to Group 7, best group. Don't at me. I got top 16 in Rising Stars. I did the United States Championship event, and I did the FreeCon Memoriam, and I think I did one other RCW Rhode Island event, and that was about it.
Did you ever get to do like in-person events before all this, or?
Uh oh man, I wanted to go to PAX East, but then just life got in the way. But other than that, not like I didn't do any in-person events besides locals, obviously.
I think one goal of mine is I want to go to Philadelphia one year so bad. I want to make a PAX at least.
Oh yeah, Packs and Plugs.
Yeah, I want to do PAX East. PAX East is cool. Would have been awesome.
Yeah, all the PAX events I hear are really fun events. So get one close to you. It's always
Yeah.
worthwhile. But yeah. All right. So I'm just waiting to see if anyone pops up with questions on Twitch or in the Zoom. So Dustin, you got some questions?
Yes. What are some of your like newer competitors? That's came out here recently that you kind of eyeballed or kind of wanted to play with.
Ironically enough, Schmidt is one of the ones that I wanted to try because I don't know, I just feel like that gimmick is cool. I always try to go for like the unique ones because I think that was one of the reasons why I wanted to make my competitor because of how unique and how different it could be to everyone else. So I always try to find that difference with every competitor. But Schmidt is definitely the one that, ironically enough, takes the cake. that I want to play.
Okay. I'm sure he appreciates that. I guess he's got a pretty good character out there, and uh, and I think the amazing part is we're able to see more coming through like we are here. I mean, just here at Christmas time, we've already had what in the past month or two, already about I'd say about 15. I know I'm off, but somewhere in there, newer competitors. So I mean, it keeps growing.
Yeah, it's a lot of characters and it's a lot of cards, but no, they're all cool. I like a lot of them. I don't like a lot. I like some more than others, but
Yeah, it's just how you you find yourself, like you find how you play. Only you know how you want to play, and I think
yeah,
it's the unique part of this, this whole game. There's so many competitors, but then again, kind of like what I was saying, or like your decks that we were talking about earlier, you have a different quality of different concepts of each deck. Like this guy needs to be triggered like this way, or you've got one that buries, or and finding different ways is because I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first started, I was a turn row guy, so all like 16 of my decks were nothing but trying to win turn rows, and and gradually when you play more, and when you start playing more, you try to learn more. So
yeah. I think that's what I want to do too. I try and want to do the at least the learning experience because a year ago I didn't really know a whole lot about this game, and I'm still learning about it, and
mhm.
I'm taking it as it comes along, just enjoying it.
Dude, I've been playing forever, but dude, I'm still learning stuff. I mean, new cards come out, and oh no, I've got to play this guy this way now. I mean, it's such a better card, and it's like my buddy Fox over here. He's got that new line where the stops and then you shuffle too. I mean, those are amazing nowadays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just to get those recursions back. So it's fun because you try to the more you keep building, you'll keep building and keep building, but newer cards will keep coming out that kind of translate into what you're trying to make this deck, be as. So
We do have
yeah.
a comment for Dustin on the Twitch saying that now you just need to learn to bring tables to a table match. Yeah. From the
By the
creative
way, I
goon.
do want to give a shout out to probably I
Okay.
think one of the best people in the SRG group, and that is the Italian Babata, Chris Pagello.
Hmm.
I'm still forever thankful and grateful for he helped out me and RJ Bombshell because we did not have any table cards for the tables match for Rising Stars, and he bought cards for us to play.
Oh yeah,
So I thought that was very cool.
he's an amazing person. All right. So Evil Ed, another amazing person, would like to know how do you like to try tag or trio?
Uh, I'm down to try it. I know I have at least one trio and one tag, so obviously, yeah, I am down to play. I think I have DTF and I have Wall of Text, and that's about it.
Have
So yeah,
you
I'm down to try it.
so you haven't played one yet? You've got a deck for it.
No, I have not. I have
Okay.
not played a tag or trio event, and I would like to try it.
Yeah,
I'm always open for new things.
these different concepts are so fun. I mean, it's just it's expanding your horizons, and Trows itself is really fun, and it's just different concepts. Of course, going back to what I was talking about earlier. I think you really like it. I know for me, I mean, no doubt about it. I love stipulation stuff like that, but I actually enjoy the tags. I love having a partner that that relies on me at this point, or I have to rely on him to have the stop when I can't stop something. I love working, I love the kind of like the having a partner, some ways. So sometimes I put tag over
Oh,
steel.
tags I've tried like
Mm-hmm.
2v2. I've done that, but actual like the tornado
Tornado.
tag,
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done that, and I think I always get confused by it. Honestly, whenever someone says tags, and I'm like, all right, which one?
Yeah.
Nobody answers the question.
Or
Yeah.
you make a competitor that has the initials of tag.
Well, I thought that just meant you really love tag teaming with them. All right, but Ken Fouché. Speaking of tag team partners for some, uh, Ken Fouché is like the tag team partner to the Stars. If you want to win a tag match, put Ken Fouché on your team, and he'll help you win. He's amazing at it. But he wants to know: do you have any stories about the second part of the Faces gimmick backfiring spectacularly?
Ooh. Oh man.
I believe my
Oh,
boat
I gotta
is.
think about this. I think I had one.
I'm supposed to be asking these
Actually,
questions.
yeah. There was one time that it did backfire on me. Um, Only because of me. I did it. So I derailed someone because I like derail. I'm like, oh, derail's cool. I'll just put it into the deck. Whatever. Wins the turn roll, and then I played a finish, stopped it. I had to bury two, so I'm at two, and I'm like, oh, jeez. And then I just couldn't win a turn roll after that. So yeah, that was the one time I think. No, there's more times that it backfired on me, but whatever. Um, but I think that was probably the most recent one that has happened.
There.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can go on to my antic about champion a Kickstarter, but
I mean, hey,
I don't think people will like that though.
people are always up to listening. It's your show. If you want to go off about championing a Kickstarter, don't stop us.
Yeah, man, this is
Man,
all about you, buddy. This,
oh man, I'm I'll do it privately. If someone wants to message me on Facebook about why I may or may not like champion a Kickstarter, and I'll break it down.
Yeah.
I've played a lot of games, and I play a lot of games competitively, and I'll give a very detailed reason why.
we'll take this in the PMs. No, I'm just
Man,
kidding.
I find the easiest way for me to dislike champion a Kickstarter is when it's being run by someone using Zack Sabre Jr. Uh,
Yeah, you know those, fast, got to row, and keep constantly taking something out of your, discard is a given. I mean,
yeah.
not.
I mean, I think the only time I liked it was when I was playing Ricochet, only because I started with 5 cards in hand.
Yeah.
Other than that, that was it. That was the only time I liked it.
Fair. Hey man, to each their own. Like that's the beauty.
Yeah.
One of the beauties of this game is everyone has their own play style, and with all the different entrance cards and competitors, you can find a card that fits your style or works with your competitor specifically. Like it's a great thing.
Yeah.
But
And ironically enough, I actually did play Champion Kickstarter with my competitor only because I had the +1 draw, so I didn't go to 1 card,
mm-hmm.
which was very good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that can be helpful.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of ways also cards that when you turn rolls after passing and burying are good for the face just because you can bury, if someone stops your finish it, you can bury it and then get it back with a low level striker or sub finish and spam it that way. I mean, it's one of those versatile things with
Yeah.
the face. Like, I always ran the cards that bury two in any player's discard pile. Sure, I'll hit you with my sub finish or my 24 that buries two in any player's discard. I bury my sub finish. I search for my sub finish. I put it on top of my deck. Yay, free recursion plus you discarded a
Oh
card.
man.
It's good tech. The face can be a lot of
Honestly,
fun.
the only thing that I would like from this game, especially with my competitor, is just, enjoy it.
Yeah,
That's all that I ask, and that's simply it.
yeah, and he can be a very fun competitor, and very annoying sometimes to the people you're playing against, but very fun competitor because
I did
spam.
I did get banned from a tournament actually.
Wow.
To hear that made me very sad. It was a no stop tournament, and I
Okay, yeah.
understand why,
Mhm.
but I didn't like the explanation on it because it said it can be beatable,
Mhm.
but then I'm like, all right, if it can be beatable, like that was so many things that I actually sat there and just like doesn't make any sense to me. But all right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's one of your. You're a competitor that in that format can pretty much literally spam finishes almost every other turn or every three
Yeah.
turns, pretty much, which is with the right build makes it so powerful. Like especially if you're
Yeah.
running like
That was the only
Doomsday Lariat and Atomic Chicken Wing, it could be even worse.
yeah. But that was just one of the things. See, like I guess I don't think in that aspect, but like
Mhm.
I don't know when I read the explanation and then I like that part of like yeah the face can be beatable, but then
Yeah.
I'm banning it. It's like
But,
Yeah.
sounds
but also,
redundant.
Yeah.
but also, it's not like we would have never thought that we would have had these, no stop events and stuff like that. So it's not like you
Yeah.
built it that way.
Yeah.
Like when I built my GPS, I never realized he was good in tags. I never would have thought of that. So some of these competitors, you just don't, even if it's yours or it's not, or you like to play it, a lot of times I don't actually realize you can use them in so much other, ways like that. I mean, like I said, who would ever thought that we would have had a no stop event?
Yeah. Actually, Dread Pirates Halloween event. I actually asked him, "Hey, is my competitor banned because of how little stops you have in the deck?" So I actually had to ask him, like, "Hey, is my competitor all right with us?"
Yeah. And he said yes, I assume.
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
said yeah. So I was
Yeah.
like, "Good,
Yeah.
good."
I mean, when the boss ever did 6 match, I always brought the face into it and did pretty well, especially against other people using the face
Yeah,
because it's such a fun build.
yeah,
And
that's right.
I literally want to, without it being a 6-stop match, I want a triad match with him against the Collector and Stephen Owens on a friendly one night, which I think made Sean
Oh
Loeb, the
yeah,
Collector, want to play the face. He's like, wow, you could actually like he could be really good. Like you just gotta you gotta do it the right way. Like he
yeah.
can be tough. Like especially when you're playing people who have
I mean,
half their deck is stops, but still.
yeah. I mean, Jeff, if you want to tell me your deck list for the face, I mean, obviously,
I don't know. I
like
might
I
have
like
it
playing my
saved, but it's
competitor.
been a while. I'd probably make it different if I made it today.
No, that's fair.
But yeah, probably a bit more draw power than I used to. It all depends on what it's being built for. Like that's one of those things. Like if you're not doing a 6-stop, you're gonna need draw power to overcome the stops and to help but like generally every strike and sub you have is a crossbow or a flying knee strike, so that's such an amazing thing that you can pull almost any card you need out of your deck, like anytime you want. Like
Nobody.
I
Sorry.
don't know, it's always good to have a
No, that's
guest
all
host.
right.
Yeah,
Sorry about
everyone
that,
likes dog.
guys.
Special guest.
Yep. Yeah. So we got about 20 minutes left in the show if people want to start getting in their final questions on Twitch and Zoom. And while we do that, Dustin probably has a few more questions.
Yes, Mark, I want to ask you, is there anything else, that you would like to cover in general? Like I said earlier, this is your show, and,
Um.
I didn't really get to talk to you a whole lot.
Well, me personally, I, how do I put it? Like, uh, oh man, trying to figure that out. Hold on a moment. Sorry.
Oh, you're good, buddy.
I, I personally would, I guess, maybe would like a shot at a championship here, but not so much as like, oh, I deserve it or anything along those lines. I personally just want to try it as experience.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I did the membership ring challenge with the boss, and I didn't win it, but it really didn't bother me because I'm like, all right, I had the experience of it. I didn't like complain about it. I was like, all right, whatever. I was humble about it and I posted it and I said, thank you for the opportunity. I wish
Mhm.
maybe possibly get another opportunity. It may or may not beat you, maybe not. Hope so. Um, but I would personally like to have a championship opportunity just to see what it's like, rather than be like, yeah, I want it because of the belt or anything along those lines.
Yeah.
I'm a different SRG player.
Yeah. I mean, there's tons of SRG belts out there, so you think they'd be able to get people in there. But I mean, one of the ways to try to do it is to call people out. Like I know the hardcore champion Mark Perry doesn't have a defender. You can always try to go after him. Bring those tables, ladders, and chairs, and
He did
I
say
mean,
tables earlier.
yeah, I do
yeah,
have a bunch of tables cards,
yeah.
but
Can I borrow
Yeah.
them? No, I'm just playing. I've got table cards.
Yeah. Cut a few
but
promos, go after the hardcore Perry, and you never know, you may find yourself in looking for it. And I think that is one of the things a lot of people in the SRG universe look for. It's like there's a lot of people who want title shots, but the problem is only so many people put themselves out there,
Yeah.
like on the forums and taking the
yeah,
promos and do the steps. And I think and one of the things they're going to be looking forward more going into 2021 that they kind of touched on Talk of the Universe is that they're going to be going away from just giving people title shots for winning events and things like that. So it's going to be more about people making waves and cutting promos and building stories and and match cards. So
yeah.
that would be my advice to you. And I could easily see you getting a title shot down the road doing that because you're a cool
Well,
person.
thanks,
You
man.
don't
I appreciate
like
that.
you're not one of the people that gets explosive when they lose a match, so or things like that. Like
Oh
there are
no,
people in there, and
That's a
like
big thumbs up.
yeah, that's a huge thumbs up. So I could definitely do it. I mean, I could see you. I think you deserve an LFF title shot, but I mean the problem
like
is there's so many people that do. So you got to get yourself the
I
rise to the top a bit. Give yourself a little push by getting yourself out there a bit more.
I mean, who knows? I've still got a couple more contenders for even the U.S. title. I've got some that I've got to get through. I mean, I do have, I've got about 2 or 3 lined up, but who knows? May give you that shot, buddy.
because oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. But at least for me, it's one of those things of like, if like, I guess like working with like I get with someone that I know. For example, Void is the tri-state champion, and being honest, if the boss sees this or if Little Miss Fury sees this, I would love to work with Void because I know Void personally. I know he's a very good person and I enjoy playing games with him. And that's about it. Like I would like to have that still as that experience just to have it, and that's about
Hmm.
it.
Well, yeah,
Like
I mean he's another one
like
you
if I
can
won it, I
step
would
out
look
there and
at it
call
and
out.
go, "Oh, yeah."
Huh.
I personally just get very nervous on camera. I don't do really well with it. That's kind of why I'm here to be like, all right, let's actually
What?
face
Yeah,
that fear.
one thing I should point out though, when it comes to calling people out and stuff like that, it doesn't always have to be videos. You can always do it by words
Hmm.
and posts and stuff to get attention. So,
Now, I
Oh,
know for myself, what I like to do is like before I ever challenge anybody, and that's like Ito, everybody or Mark Perry, I always messaged him first in the PMs, and I'm like, what? Well, we would come up with ideas together on why our characters would dislike each other, and that's how
yeah,
you build a story. And a lot of times, I mean, even with Ito, when he came in there, I was feeding him a bunch of stuff that some of it he didn't know, but he could really shoot on me. and people would be on his
Yeah.
side for it, So, a lot of times it's not just, trying to make, I know for myself, I wasn't trying to make myself look good, playing Ito. I wanted him to get his name out there as well. So I was feeding him a lot of stuff to help him. And, before you cut the promos, you could work together and help build that story.
Yeah, I mean I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All this advice does help, and I like it. Thank you.
Yeah.
No problem, buddy.
Yeah.
Anytime.
All right. So we do have another question from the Twitch chat from a young allergy. With all your experience playing as the face, are there any stable cards you would recommend for the deck?
Oh man, what staple or yeah, staple. Oh jeez. Uh, if honestly, when I played Champion Kickstarter with it, I know a lot of people played Rolling Forearm, stuff like that. I played Taunting Kick to look at top two, add one to hand, and I think bury the other. I only played it because of the second half of Champion Kickstarter, which made it unblockable. So then you have that guaranteed also search as well. If not, I would probably say Rolling Forearm. I definitely try to play my competitor as a way in a sense of play anything that will essentially be like, if you don't stop this, this competitor, this card will mess you up, essentially. In a way of kind of like bait and switch. So it's like if they stop it, you have another card that does it, and I would probably say play it like that. I'm sorry that I don't have any specific cards to help you, but
Yeah.
I would try to say that.
Trust me, young allergy needs all the help he can get. I've played young allergy in games a lot,
Oh,
so
man.
he definitely needs
My
help.
hot chocolate became chocolate milk.
I mean, in some ways it's bad.
Very sad by that.
I mean, chocolate milk's still pretty much a good thing, though.
Yeah,
Not when you want
very
nice.
sad by that.
Not when you're in a nice cold area, though. The warmth of the hot chocolate's always a little
Yeah,
bit
it's like
better.
30, like 34 here,
Oof.
southern New England.
Yeah, we're pushing about midway, mid-30s. Sorry if y'all hear my dog in the background.
Yeah, we're
Oh no, it's all right.
we're
She's
mid
wanting
30.
in my
We're 34 here in
sunroom.
Philly too, so it's pretty cold down here in Philly.
We're about to be like 18 this morning, or tomorrow morning. We're gonna be like 18 degrees. I'm
We
looking forward to
were
that.
we were very fortunate. We had a little bike ride for a girl up here that's sick Sunday, and we were fortunate enough that the only day that it was warm was that day. I mean, it was like 52, not much wind. It wasn't the best, weather-wise, but at least it wasn't as cold as what it is now. So we were lucky with that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Line Ari, who I think missed the earlier parts of the show, are wondering which other SRG competitors do you enjoy playing as, which obviously was Gargano.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta be yourself, be like no one else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and I've heard of you as one of the better Gargano players before I ever seen you in a tournament or anything. So that's always
You
a
see,
good credit to have.
I'll never consider myself the best like Gargano player because there are obviously people better than me. I know a lot of people have come to me for deck lists, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat.
Mhm.
But I would never consider myself the best. I would never consider my best of any competitor.
All right. Young Allergy would also like to know the face grapple finish is called the MES. What does that stand for?
Oh, that's my initials. It's Marc, Evan, Silvia.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's like the RKO with Randall Keith Orton.
All right. Yeah. Never would have. I mean, with the M and the S there, you probably could have guessed it, but I didn't. Yeah, but it is, as he says, nice
Yeah.
and simple. Makes sense.
The Thunderfist, I actually did want to put the actual like Chinese way of saying it, which was Shandian Guantou. So I actually wanted to put that down, but I couldn't spell it for the boss. So I just was like, all right, let's just make it this instead.
Well, if
So,
when they start doing those 2021 reprints and everything, you can always ask to find it spelled out and send it to them and say, hey, let's change the name to this so that people know it's the newer reprint.
I've got to
Yeah.
ask you, because this has kind of come to me like 3 or 4 times, and you being a John Cena fan, did you like him doing the 7th move? Where he does the punch.
I mean, that's the Thunderfist finish,
What, the
right?
the
So I hope
Thunderfist.
so I hope he likes it. It's his
Yeah,
finisher.
I mean, I'm just making sure.
well, honestly, when I first saw it from like when they did like the live,
Yeah.
because all I saw him was when he did the move,
hmm
and I'm like, what the heck is this?
This is why I was asking that. I was wanting to see how you were thinking when he first did it.
So, but when he did it in Super Showdown in Australia, and then he does the whole like pumps himself up and then
Yeah.
does it.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that's kind of cool. But then when he showed up more and more, and he was still doing it, I was like, all right, I kind of dig it. It's slowly grown on me. I will say though, my finish strike, I was thinking about doing the 5 knuckle shuffle, but then I was like, nah. Maybe if there is another finish, it'll probably be the 5 knuckle shuffle.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's good though that he came out with the Thunderfist because like you would have been forced into the 5 knuckle shuffle whether he wanted it or not to copy him because he doesn't really do many strikes.
I mean, yeah,
he's not the biggest striker
that's
in
the
the
thing
game.
that was rough. I was like, I also enjoy my artwork for the MES, the finished grapple, because I've gotten this a lot. If you look at the artwork, it's literally my body, and it has Cena's face on it. If you look really closely.
Which is kind of
And
the
I didn't
reverse.
even realize it. Yeah. I always knew that this would happen.
Ken Fouché would like to know, since you're a John Cena fan, did you ever try out Super Hombre?
Actually, yes. When I first started off playing, before, when RCW was essentially in its infancy, with James and a few others, when I walked into my local shop, Game King in Fall River, he was playing, and the deck that he let me use was Ombre.
Okay.
When I did all his finishes, I was like, wait a minute. Looks at card. This is just Cena. So I was like, okay. I was instantly like hooked into the game. And then I didn't even know that there was independent competitors in the game as well. And I was like, oh my God. So when I purchased Kenny Omega, that was the first thing that I did. I didn't even build the deck. I just purchased Kenny, and I was like, done. I'm sold into this game. Done. That's how it happened.
I used to call El Super Hombre like Juan Cena, because that's what he did, back when the Nexus, he put on that little mask.
Yep.
So
Juan Cena.
I used to call him Juan Cena.
I guess personally, like, I don't know if this will probably be a question, but I'm just gonna answer it for my own competitor. If I have any regrets about my competitor, is the artwork, the actual picture of me like this. I was hoping when the picture was going to be taken. I hope that was going to be more. So maybe not. There might be an alternate art if I hope there is one. If I can do it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously with the way they're doing reprints and everything, it seems like that's always a possibility.
Just a hint for everyone. Christmas gift ideas. Alt art face. Just saying. I've already thought about it numerous times.
Fair. So let me see. All right, so we got about 4 minutes left in the show. If anyone has any other questions, let me check the Twitch and the Zoom. Dustin, do you have anything else?
I'm kind of, I just kind of wanted to see if there was any last minute questions. I think I've asked all I was kind of, I was wondering about, just to be honest. But
No, that's fair. This was a cool experience. I like it. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I
I
will say
hope
for
the
your
viewers at home also enjoyed it.
hey, I will say for your first stream, you didn't seem camera shy to me.
Yeah.
In fact, I didn't even see
Good enough for
anybody
me.
on. I didn't even see anybody on your camera. I'm just playing. I'm sorry. See the joke.
Yeah, you can't see him, man. Not here.
Oh man. Yeah, that Invisible Man stealing the Cena gimmick. Oh man.
Oh, pause it back.
All right. Oh yeah, since Kirk Polka isn't here, Evil Ed would like to ask in his place, sheep or pineapple?
Oh man. Dang. Um. So since I'm still new to the SRG community, and the only one I know is Kirk Polka, I would have to go with sheep, unfortunately. If that sounds like a Debbie Downer for a lot of people who like the pineapple, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, you play B1 and you don't actually play DTF, so yeah, that right there should have told people that you prefer sheep over the pineapple. Poor,
I gotta
poor,
ask
I
you.
do have
poor
DTF
Matt,
though.
poor Matt Nealon.
I do have to ask you though, because you did say your favorite food is pizza. Does it go on pizza? Pineapple?
Absolutely not. Sorry.
Yes. Big
Sorry
fan
for
of
anyone that says yes it does, no it does not. You are wrong.
Fair.
Reach.
I personally feel to each their own. If people think they want to eat pineapple on pizza, let them. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's food. I'd rather have pineapple on pizza than mutton.
That's true.
Yeah,
Same thing. Each your own, but same thing. If you put pineapple on pizza, you're just wrong. You know.
eat your own, but you're wrong, and just enjoy
Yeah.
it.
Hey, this is a show, folks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. See here, the face once supports mutton on pizza over pineapple.
I mean, people put anchovies on pizza, and I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, it's
Back up, Jack.
yeah, but I'm sure you're all for the lobster.
I mean, if you give me a lobster sandwich, you can bribe me.
Yeah, I mean that's the regional thing. Like some people maybe anchovies are like their lobster. You never know.
Yeah.
Like you know, not everyone lives where like lobsters are dirt cheap and get all that fancy lobster.
Yeah. I mean, places here, lobster is not that cheap. So,
Mm.
Especially places I like to go to. So
Yeah, you just have to go out to the harbor and get it off one of the people bringing it in.
Yeah, maybe go down to the harbor.
I mean, we had to have at least someone say that, like, where they are. At least once this show.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't talk to a New Englander without doing it at least once in a bad impression. Phenomenal One just showed up for the pineapple or sheep, and it was sheep. Phenomenal One.
Yep.
Evil Ed Ash for you, since
Sheep.
you missed so much.
Oh,
Yeah, but he's very
how
happy
could
that
you
it's
do
sheep.
that to me?
He's very happy that you said sheep, though.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
so he must
That's all
have.
that matters to me.
So Phenomenal One must have missed the fact that he said that one of the decks you like playing is your Phenomenal One. So
Yeah. I like it because it's different. I rather deal with the 2 9s than the 2 10s, like AJ does.
Mhm.
Because if you're playing a deck that just like Sean Spears can deal with 10s. You roll a 10, you bury a card, and you have a 1 in 3 chance of getting a 10.
Mhm.
Yeah, I rather take the 2 9 10.
Yeah. Yeah, and Phenomenal One says he's going to be getting new art soon for B1, so that's cool. But I like B1
Yes.
because it's easier to turn a 9 to a 10 and more beneficial
Yes.
than turning a 10 to an 11. So, gotta run
I'm
those.
so excited.
Yeah, chain
Okay, for
wrestling.
new artwork.
Yeah.
Need it.
Send it to my inbox. Sure.
This is
Yeah, I mean,
I'm excited.
I don't blame
I'm
you.
ready.
I mean, Phenomenal One's awesome. I mean, I play him a bit. He's fun. It's a very fun deck. And hold on, let me. I'm just gonna download the image you sent and then orient it the correct way. And then I'll show it on stream. And
Oh man,
let's see.
I'm in the Zoom room. I can't see it unless I was watching my own episode.
People do that.
Fourth
But
wall breaking.
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, the problem is I can't really screen share it while I'm on in the Zoom because then it
No,
messes
it's fine.
everything up.
I'll go back and watch it.
Well, after because we'll end on this, and
Yeah.
why is it? Hold on, I have to fix it again because for some reason I forgot to save it when I rotated it. Let me.
So since Cena is kind of like that Twitter guru where he puts like positive messages up, do I have to end with a positive message?
Only if you want to.
I actually am. So to everyone, this is this the end of the stream?
It will be in a minute or so once I get the the spoiler. Oh, why does it keep showing it upside down?
Again,
All right. For some reason,
fourth wall breaking.
I can't get it to rotate and save rotate. So give me a second. Yeah, you can keep talking while I turn the wrong thing off while I get this to work.
No, that's all right. Dustin, do you have any other questions for me? Or
I'm kind of running dry, brother. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to you, but
no, it's all right. I mean, I don't know what else to talk about either as I wait for this this picture.
Yeah, I mean, it's always.
Anyone in chat
There we go.
have a good question?
All right, let me get it shrunk down to the size that people can see it. There we go. I'm putting it on
there
there.
we go.
Yep. All right.
On a scale 1 to 10, how beautiful is it? You can tell me 1 to 10.
It is
I'll watch it
very
later.
beautiful.
Like a perfect 10 or
I mean, yeah. I mean, it is. I mean, it has inner circle in it too, so that's nice. But it is very beautiful art.
I
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
I gotta I gotta see it now. After this episode, after this stream's done, I guess I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch it.
Well, no. After the stream's done, once I end it, I'll screen share it for you so I can show it to you that way.
Oh yes.
And Banama one said it's
Yes.
probably a perfect 9, which makes. All right.
I'll take that. That's a solid A right there.
All right. So with that, we're gonna end the show after Dustin tells people who's gonna be on next week.
All right, guys. Well, this one's going to be a special one. And, next week is going to be Christmas week. So they don't have to do this, but I like to stick with the event. So I'm going to have a little, probably kind of like an ugly sweater type deal. But anyway, it's Christmas week. And, here lately has been the talk of, a bunch of women players. And I was actually hit up earlier, and I thought this was actually a really amazing idea. Not only are we going to have one, we're going to have two. Not two. We're going to have, 3? 4. We're going to have 4 guests on next week's show.
Mm-hmm.
Not 5, but 4.
4.
And those people are going to be Amanda Torres, aka Red Panda, and Angela Christina, aka Candy Ma'am. We're going to have Dottie Dart, aka Bren Von Brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if I messed that up. And we're also going to have Yasmin is going to be on the show with us, and
Who is,
of course,
Yasmin?
They're and of course they have a little group called Rack Attack.
No, the Rack Pack.
Rack Pack. I'm sorry.
Rack Pack.
Rack Pack. There we go. Bunch of the year, folks.
Starting early.
I do want to end on a positive message though, so we end the stream.
All right.
I figured out what I wanted to say. So to everyone, word of advice as the pseudo Cena or with the Twitter guru, laugh hard, run fast, and be kind, and stay humble. And Merry Christmas to everyone.
All right.
And Happy Holidays.
All right. And we're